Sowore reacts as 30,000 people sign or petition. They sign a petition to ban Omokri from Twitter. I actually saw this on Twitter. Hashtag ban Omokri was trending for so long, and I was very surprised. Omoyele Sowore, the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, has reacted to an ongoing petition which was made to ban Omokri from Twitter. The petition was made as Omokri was accused of inciting ethnic war through his posts. Taken to social media, Facebook, Sowore made a post to condemn the petition. Why not do it on Twitter? He did it on Facebook? Come on, be brave. He alleged that the petition was vastly signed by Peter Obi supporters as he advised those behind it to take it down. He said that a petition is not supposed to be made against Reno for exercising his freedom of speech. From a screenshot of the petition shared by Sowore on his Facebook, over 30,000 people so far have signed the petition out of the required 35,000 people. The petition has stirred a Omokri trend on Twitter and also Facebook as netizens took to their respective social media pages to share their thoughts on it. I mean, it's the fact that you just add, Peter Obi supporters being behind this, which also makes this whole movement with Omoyele Sowore very bad, because he's really shooting himself in the foot and has literally destroyed all the work he's done over the years to prove to us, or to prove to the Nigerian youth, that he's with them. Right now, he's proving otherwise, and it is a very big shame. Sowore, take your mind out of this, or your own petition will come out. Exactly. That sounds like, first of all, you went to Facebook to address a situation that's happening on Twitter. Come on. I mean, we're still going to carry the news because, you are a presidential candidate, and in this whole ban Omokri thing movement has been really popular. So whoever person jumps on a train would literally be able to get that popularity. However, it's like, why not go on Twitter and make that same complaint? I'm telling you, Twitter is the ghetto. Like, you have class of social media. You have the Instagrams, you have the Snapchats, you have the TikToks. You've got the Facebooks as well. Facebook can be a bit, but can also be, Facebook is half. And then you've got Twitter. Twitter is just the streets. Twitter is just, there are no parameters. If you do anyhow, it's finished for you there. Twitter is crazy. And then Nigerian Twitter, so it's like, imagine Nigerian streets, the ghetto online, times 10. That's what it is. That's why it's like, even myself, I would not be shocked as to why he'd go on Facebook to address the matter. Because if he went on Twitter, sure thing, his is coming too. Because he's been talking a lot, and, he's been, it's a different thing. You really, really don't have to support Peter Obi. It's okay. It's competition. You are also going for the presidential seat. It is fine. But to then attack his supporters, please, come on. And I think it's very shameful because, with Omokri and Omoyele Sowore, like, these people have in the past screamed from the mountaintops how they're for the youth. They're for the youth. And it's like, first of all, when Omokri tries to taint the character of Peter Obi supporters, and the same thing Sowore is trying to do. Because again, you attacking his supporters is an indirect attack on him, whether you like it or not. And so, if you're going to be wise, you just step out of it. You can obviously you can express your opinions, but it's like, whatever you do, again, if you get caught lacking, just don't get caught lacking. You guys they've gotten caught lacking. So Nigerians on Twitter will deal with you respectively. What can you do? Another comment. How does Sowore know it was signed by Peter Obi supporters? I think Reno needs to guard his mouth. He's always been flaunting himself as Mr. Know-all before Obi campaign. Again, I think, with Omokri on Twitter, he just tweets so much. It's a lot. He tweets like every 10 minutes. Something is always coming out. And it's okay to be opinionated, but sometimes it's just a bit like, it does seem like an attack. It really does. And he's come out to say that, supporters of Peter Obi should be open and not try to paint him as someone who's just attacking Peter Obi. But it's like, you have again, we're not all fools. You can say something explicitly, but you understand the implied meaning, and the way you taint the character of a supporter is an attack on him as well. It's not hard. If 2 plus 2 is 4 and 5 plus 5 is 10, we can understand the kind of mathematics that you are doing. So it's not a thing where you can just come to Peter Obi supporters. And then, again, Peter Obi also said, some people are being paid to taint his supporters' image by going online and speaking foul things. And when Omokri came and, sort of argued against that and said that is not true, and basically said Peter Obi is basically, not being truthful in that regard. And I'm just like, how do you know? Were you there? How do you know? How are you so sure? How are you so sure that people are not being paid? Again, when you look at a leader and you look at the followers, there should be a correlation, a strong correlation. That's why, sometimes, some people may not like it, but some may make the comment that Nigerians deserve the kind of government that he has. Why? Because if you look at our character and our behavior, and you look at the same in the government, you're like, not too far off. Apple doesn't too far from the tree. So, trying to attack someone's supporters is an indirect attack on who they follow. And it's just how it is. It is what it is. What can you do? Redden was pushing Kwakwanso to go on BBC Hausa to tell Northerners what Peter Obi said about Kwakwanso. Can you imagine the ethnic and regional incitement? Exactly. Again, it's like, we're not fools. You can say something explicitly, but it's the reaction. You induce that energy with what you say. It's like there's an element of division there, where if one is not careful, giving your train of reasoning, you can lead them to explicitly say what you implicitly want to try and express, if that will make sense. So it's a thing where you'd say something that will make you look good, where we cannot factually say this is what you meant, right? And then those that are following you would then be led astray to think otherwise, and then you would come out and say, by the way, this is what I meant. Come on now. Who are you trying to deceive? Not the Nigerian youth. So again, you cannot be surprised. And to be honest, I kind of saw this coming. Again, Omokri has just been talking a lot. He has been talking a whole lot. Okay, so it's a thing where we're not surprised. Put what you think about it in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and subscribe.